Hello and welcome, my boom boom babies. How you doing? Today we're talking all about the shop items. I just spent all 7,000 or 8,000 gems that I had that I've built up throughout the entirety of the game, and I'm gonna show them all off to you guys. So starting off, we're just gonna go over the crappy ones and show you how bad they are. But eventually, we're gonna get to those big beefy ones like the Juggernaut and the Insta Blast everywhere. So let's into some peeps. So the sad thing about the items is that you can only pick between three before the game even starts. So, you're really going to have to think about how you want to use them and if you're even going to use them. But I will tell you guys that you can beat the entirety of the game without having to use these guys at all. So these are just like extra, a little bit helpful if you really want to. So we've got the Junk Bomb here. It's going to go bloop and do like a crappy amount of damage right there. You've got the Ice Ball going to go whoop. It's going to freeze some people. Now both of these guys can be used together and everything, but still not much damage on the Junk Bombs here. And then the freeze does last a pretty reasonably long time, though. And look at that freeze right there. It's going to do a good job. Go boom, kablamo. Let's blast some of these guys. So just keeping them there for a few extra seconds might give you that extra time that you need to help yourself survive. As far as the spell of rejuvenation goes, this is going to be kind of interesting because what you're going to do is you're going to put people in the way. So if you have any, orcs or dark knights or any sort of barracks guys at all, and they're like getting close to dying, you can say, you know what? I can't let them die. Let's heal them up over here. So it's going to do a grouped heal to all of these guys for about 10 seconds or so. It's reasonably powerful. It's unlikely for people to die in the radius, but they're not impervious. They're not unkillable still. They still can die. So you definitely have to keep that in mind when using this thing. You can heal these guys right back up. Heal them up, baby. Now, I would actually rate it similar to getting the Seal of Blood, or maybe even the double Seal of Blood over here for these guys. But it's a continuous thing all the time, where they're going to always regenerate their health, compared to having to use an item to do this thing. So anyways, that's it for those three items. Let's hop on back and pick our three new items so we can talk about the next three. So we've got the Proximity Drill Mine. We've got the Vial of Valkyrian Fire. And we've got the Sarcophagus Servants. So if you actually look at the price here, we're talking 50, 60, 100, and all the way up to 125, 150, and 220 already. Whoa, we're getting pretty spicy up into these. Are not all that cheap, especially if you're going to use like more than one or two per map. They're not extreme game changers here, guys. They're just something to help you out just that little baby bit. So the way the proximity drill mines are going to work is you get to put them anywhere on the screen. So you can drill these in, and then they wait for an opponent to come in range, and then go kablooey. They do a lot of damage, though. Explodes on contact with an enemy, kablamo. Alright, that's pretty freaking good right there. We've also got the Vial of Valkyrian Fire, which we can spray onto the ground over here and burn everything in a pretty nice radius. You can see it's a slow burn here, so we're going to eventually do at least 230, 250 damage, probably all the way up to about 300 damage with this guy, if you max him out and whatnot. And last but not least, we've got the Sarcophagus Servants. So when you pop this up, you get a sarcophagus that pops out of the ground, and 4 mummies are going to pop out for you, kind of at a slow pace. They're not very strong. They're just something extra that if you need to stun them a little bit, you can. But if you look at them, it's got 180 health for this mummy. The Mummy Ra is going to have 240 health. And then, when they die, they turn into the Super Mummy Ra that gets 300 health with a slightly increased attack. So, for 220 gems, not too shabby, man. Not too shabby. Still not unbelievably powerful, but at least it's something sort of cool to have around, you know? I like it. If you combine them together and everything, it can be pretty fun. So I'm actually going to wait for a fairly strong unit. You know what? Let's just use it on this guy. Let's drill it in real quick. Let's explode one of these guys. 310 does not do the full damage, only about 280 damage to that guy. So you definitely have to keep that in mind when you're playing through your stuff over here. And then the last mummy here, man, kablamo, kablamo. I know it seems weird that I'm just wasting it all for you guys, but all of my guides, I never, ever, ever use these items. It makes me feel like I'm not playing with skill over here. It's just the way I think about it. So we're wasting them up for you guys today. We spent like 30 hours earning all these, and we're just wasting them all. All right, the next three, we've got the Goblin Thief, we've got the Hearts in a Bottle, and we've got the Juggernaut. This is going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. Let's hop into the farmlands here again as usual. So I'm actually gonna build a tower here. I'm gonna build this guy for a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. We'll get the gargoyles as well. Why the heck not? We're just gonna go over here. So we've got. Oh, I forgot to. What the heck am I doing, man? I forgot to change him out. I just clicked on him. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. What am I doing? Equip. There we go. Equip. Bam. And equip. Bam. Alright. There we go. Now we get to hop in over here. There we go. I was a little bit upset with myself that I did that. Alright. Let's go right away. We're going to get our mausoleum. My favorite tower in the game and some of my juiciest guys in the game. Some gargoyles. So, you notice we have 236 gold. If we do a Goblin Thief right here, kablam, what do we get? 286, 436, not too bad. We got a whopping 200 gold right there. Okay, all right. I can deal. 200 gold. All right. Now I don't have any more to check out for you guys. I already used one of them, and yeah. So I'm sorry if it's not always 200 gold. I don't have infinite gems, so. So I only got to use them once right there. If anybody wants to say for sure that you only earn 200 gold every single time, no matter how many guys are near you, I would like to know that for sure. Interestingly enough, we've got this Hearts in a Bottle, which instantly gives you 3 hearts. So, if you're really close to 3 stars, but you're like, oh crap, I'm about to not get it, bam, load that in there, you're still going to get the 3 stars. You can indeed get more than 20 hearts, by the way, all the way up to 23 lives. Not too bad. Now, if you really wanted to go crazy and really have some fun, a Juggernaut. Let's blast him onto the screen right here. He hurts people by falling on them. He's got a really nice hand attack over here. Kablamo. He's big. He's juicy. He's immortal. He can't be killed by anybody. Especially if you got some crazy, not flying units, but like bow shooters or something like that. Some archers or something shooting from a distance. This guy cannot die whatsoever. Your other towers can just slowly kill them. He doesn't do an extreme amount of damage. 100 to 140. It's pretty good. But for 500 gems, I honestly would expect a little bit more because he only lasts for about 10. About maybe 15, 20 seconds or so. But overall, still pretty solid as a guy. You know, it's like, that's what you get for 500 gems. If you drop him down into a big group of crazy, crunchy units, we're like, oh no, we're about to lose! And he could just drop down and kill everybody. That's pretty freaking sweet right there. But that's the last 3 except for... Ooh, baby. Whoa, dillies. We're going to do it, man. We're going to go to the shop here. We've got one more to show off for you guys. Vesnin's Wrath. Let's go. Going big here, baby. The Oodlin Firmlins. Oodlins. Alright, so let's go right away. So this thing costs 999 gems. You know what? Want to do something weird here, guys? I used to use the word decimates. Quite a bit. And I believe that most people think that decimates means to kill a lot. Like, a crazy amount. Destruction. But somebody was telling me that decimates is not, does not mean that. Decimates actually means that 1 out of 10 people get killed. So I looked it up, and that was true. Now, I don't know if that actually should be considered decimated. Like, I feel like people have come up with their own definition, and everybody just use it in a similar way, and that's completely fine. Here we go. We're gonna go for it, baby. Kablamo Vesnin, going in hot right there. Completely blasts and obliterates everybody on the screen. Full and utter destruction right there. Pretty cool animation, by the way, having Vesnin actually come on the bottom of the screen to destroy everything. Pretty cool. So I guess what we can do is we can test it out, man. Are we going to even be able to kill, the strongest enemy in the game over here? Super Saiyan Farmer King up in here. We've got Joe Jenkins, 1,725 health. Can we possibly obliterate? Well, let's get ready to check it out, man. Send out the next wave right away so we can get it ready to go. Can we do it? He's going to... Oh, he's going to... I didn't know he spawned sheep on his team. But can we take them down? Oh, let's do it. Kill him. Boom. Insta-kill. Joe Jenkins and his sheep got nothing on us. I really did not know that he spawned sheep like that. That's pretty fun. So that's all of the abilities, or items, I guess. Basically, if you're gonna go for items, none of them are too good. Personally, I'd probably go for the hearts, just in case anything ever like randomly sneaks through my defense. Maybe a combination of goblins and hearts if I really need to. But I would say probably the best one for the price is probably the Vial of Valkyrian Fire right here. You're gonna do pretty massive damage to a group chunk of enemies. And acts sort of similar to like an extra version of Azra's ability, doing the poison, but it's a little bit wider of an attack. You know, I'm not sure if it's going to be, if any of these are going to be all that useful, though. There is something to bring in the game if you really need that little bit of extra bonus right there. So hopefully you guys finally understand and know what these things are going to do for you. You know, realistically, this thing's probably the best, really. I mean, how can you beat a complete and utter insta-kill of everything on the screen? You really can't. But for the price, I'd probably go for the Valkyrian Fire over here. Though I will say that the Sarcophagus Servants are really not too bad. The Juggernaut 2 is pretty cool, and I find like he would be really, really good against his weak units. And he's still going to help you out against a lot of the stronger units, but him not being able to really move much, and him leaving after about 15 seconds or so just makes him a little bit lackluster, I suppose. Not as good as you probably want him to be. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, press that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.